Hey everybody, BB. I work in the Boulder shop. If you're new tonight, um, I want to say thank you everybody for joining us. Once again, thank you Geneva for leading these sessions for us. We're going to shift a little bit in our focuses and introductions. Instead of having a specific nonprofit on to kind of tell us what they're all about, we're going to kind of start a new theme of kind of digging into Patagonia's ethos and what we do as a company to support our communities and to support just the environment in general. And so I guess a preface to that, I would love, I'll put my email in the chat, but I would love if you guys have any questions or anything that you would like me to dig into on a weekly basis. And Geneva, that stands for you too. Is anything that you guys are just really curious that Patagonia does, or you would like for me to chat about? I would love to dive into that for everybody here. Tonight, I'm going to talk a little bit about our website that we use for most of our volunteering, etc. So Patagonia Action Works. If you guys are not familiar, I'm sure many of you have heard of our site before. But for about 40 years or so, Patagonia supported a lot of grassroots activists working to find solutions for all the environmental crises within the world. And so they kind of put together this website to help connect individuals like ourselves with grantees, so we can kind of, as supporters of the environment, kind of help issues that we're really passionate about. And so the website's organized really, really well, where you can look up events in your area, you can sign petitions for things you're really passionate about and really want to get behind. You can find places to go volunteer, and then you can also donate money through our website to local causes. So it's pretty amazing resource that we use, and we even use it in the store on a day-to-day basis, just having that conversation with customers when they ask us about our ethos behind things. It's just a really great resource to use. I'm not sure, like I said, how many of you have actually seen the site before. They have fine-tuned it kind of over the years to be really easy to kind of navigate through. But like I said, I'll put my email in the chat, so let me know if you have any questions about Action Work site, or feel free to unmute yourself now. But yeah, some pretty cool things that we're doing, kind of just unite us as a company and unite our communities to really do the good work to help save our environment. So yeah, if you haven't looked into it, please visit our Patagonia Action Works. I can drop a link in there to the actual website itself too. But yeah, cool things happen in there.
Great. Thank you so much, Phoebe. And I know one thing that I've been a little bit curious about, and I've read a couple articles on it, so maybe you can expand on it. A lot of the Patagonia newsletters focus on all of the different foods now that Patagonia is offering, like backpacking and whatnot. And so getting into that and why food has become so important could be a topic for one of the evenings.
That's a great point. I think that's something that we're definitely going at for Patagonia, and that's helping us save our environment in the future, is just really getting like sustainable food sourcing. And so maybe I'll dig into that for next week, Geneva. That's a great point.
Cool. All right, thanks. Yeah, and so if anybody else has any questions or whatnot, pop it into the chat. And okay, grab a block. We're gonna get into some side body stretching. We're gonna do some yin, so that we can slow down a little bit. And tonight's class is going to, yes, be a little bit slower. So, start by just coming to a comfortable seat, closing your eyes, settling yourself down. And I think we've all been on a little bit of a roller coaster today, emotionally, with election results like trickling in and highs and lows. And potentially, if you're like me, you're like refreshing. It's been a day of just constant inundation. And I found myself waking up at 4 a.m., telling myself, don't look at the news, don't look at your phone, go back to sleep. 5 a.m., same thing. And then being kind of disappointed that there wasn't a more clear direction and this really big feeling of uncertainty. Went for a run, found some movement, But also noticed at the end of the run, those feelings were still there. And so it wasn't so much that the run allowed me to process and feel these intense emotions, but instead the run was a way to distract myself. And I mean, you can use a run or movement in kind of both ways, to either process or to push away emotions. And the same thing I think you can apply on your mat in yoga. And so that's why we're going to sit a little bit longer in some poses. And then we're going to move a little bit too and kind of flow through. And so as we flow, I'd like you to think about the emotions that you're experiencing and whether or not they are a result of something physically in your world, in your realm, or if they are a result of a story. And a story in this case most likely is a media story. So that's the first thing, noticing where this emotion is coming from, where it's stemming from. And then the second thing I would like you to focus on when we're moving is allowing that emotion, that energy, positive or negative, to actually move through you, to move through your physical body. When we're in the slower pauses, I'd like you to use those as opportunities to actually describe to yourself or notice what those emotions are. What are you feeling, right? So we've got to start a little bit slower to know what those emotions are, and then move a little bit to let that feeling of streaming actually happen. All right. So that being said, take your blocks or props, whatever you're using, you can move them off to the side and come to lay down on your back, stretched out, feet in front, arms up overhead. We're gonna put on a little bit of music as we get into this flow. So this is gonna be a little bit slower to start. You can keep on your jacket or whatever you're wearing. Lay down. Reach your arms up overhead. Feel your shoulders rest down into the mat. Feel the length in your body. Now you're going to shift your left hand over to the left side. Reach your right hand into the palm of your left and grab onto your right wrist. So starting to stretch onto the right side, take the right leg, bring it up and over the left ankle. And then begin to pull your body over to the left side, stretching the right side nice and long. Now breathe into that side body. And a lot of times our side bodies are compressed during the day. Start to get some energy flowing into that side body. A little bit of movement. Inhale through your nose. And exhale. And potentially this breath, this movement of just breath, can allow anything that was stagnant, anything that felt like a weight holding you down, start to get some wind and start to move through you. Finding length. Maybe the first time that you're consciously feeling into your body all day. Take one more deep breath into your nose. Feel your ribs expand on the right side. And then exhale slowly. Release the pressure up your right wrist. Move your right leg back down to the mat. Inhale, bring your arms up. And then exhale, drop your arms down by your side. Shavasana. Let your toes drop out. palms up, and then relax, melt. Notice right here, right now, what you're feeling. Is your heart still beating fast with that uncertainty, an element of uncertainty? And is that uncertainty because of something that is actually happening to you right now? Is it because of something that you read, something that's going on in the world? And then knowing that you are only able to change, to really truly experience something in your own physical realm, right? Your relationship to something, someone. Start to feel some of the weight of the world melt off of your shoulders. Inhale, bring your arms back up. Stretch your fingers overhead, stretch your toes. Move your right hand over to the right side of your mat, and then your left palm, back of your hand rather, into your right palm. Grab onto your left wrist. Reach the left leg up, bring it over the right ankle. Start to stretch over to the right side. And then as you're stretching, elongating through the left side, begin to deepen your breath in and out through your nose so that you really feel the air pulling in through all of those little micro hairs in your nose. You feel the air moving down through your throat. You feel your lungs expand with this new air. And then you exhale, you press the air out. You feel the air exit out of your lungs. You feel the air pass along the back of your throat. You feel the air coming out both nostrils. Try and close your eyes if they're not already closed. Keep pulling with your hand. Keep anchoring that left leg over to the right side. Breathe in, find a tightness from your hip all the way up into your left armpit. Notice if there is a little bit more movement. You can start to pinpoint some of those emotions, those weights, and start to move them. Like your breath was a river pushing a rock, and maybe not even a rock. Maybe it's just a little grain of sand down the river. Another inhale. Slowly release the grasp of your wrist, your ankle. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, stretch your arms up overhead. Exhale, let your palms come down. Flip them up towards the ceiling. Let your toes drop out to the side. Relax your legs. Take a deep breath in. And let that breath fill right behind your heart. So that you feel your chest rise. You feel your heart open. Exhale, release the air out. Relax the muscles of your neck. And inhale. Let your capacity in your lungs, in your ribs, grow. Exhale, release through your nose. Relax your neck. Feel your low back journey back down to the mat. Last time, your inhale. Feeling that ability to Really feel emotion. Expand just like a sponge. Exhale, let it go. So to wiggle your toes, bend your knees, plant your feet on the mat. And then drop your knees over to one side. Gently prop yourself up. And then you're going to turn so that you're sideways on the mat so that you have the ability to anchor an extended leg down onto the mat. And if you're getting a little bit warm, you can move your sweatshirt or blanket off to the side. Sit up nice and tall, just roll your shoulders out. And start to make some movements in your neck. Roll your neck out. And then roll it out the other way. So when I mentioned laying on the floor, letting go of the weight of the world, maybe your shoulders felt a little bit lighter, like, yeah, I don't have to carry the weight of this world. I have the ability to change what is around me to bring light and love and kindness into the world around me. It doesn't mean that I'm going to disregard any of the emotions that I deem negative. I'm not going to ignore them. I'm going to absorb them and let them flow through me and feel. The ability to feel, right? All right, so extend your left leg out to the side. Bring your right foot in. I'm going to mirror you guys. So that your heel comes in midline of your pelvis. Extending that leg out, you're going to bring your left hand to the inside of your knee, your shin, maybe your thigh. And if you want a little bit more grounding, bring in a prop. You know, maybe it's a board game. So that you have something for your forearm to rest on. Right, ground down. Relax your neck. Let your left ear drop towards your left shoulder. And then inhale, stretch your right arm up. Actively reach through your right arm. Open your palm. Spread those fingers. Lift up. So as you press down through that right hip, you're getting length all the way through your side body. And now let your hands start to drop back behind you. Feel your chest, again, open. Especially if things just felt so overwhelming that you couldn't take any more in. Right? And then allow yourself here to just be open to receive. You're not closing yourself off. You're not pushing away, not dealing with things. Instead, you let things work their way through. Sit here and you notice what you're feeling, what you are working through. Try not to judge that feeling as good or bad or something that I need to ignore. Just notice, as though you were journaling to yourself. Flip your palm towards your foot. Anchor down that foot into the mat and then begin to reach overhead. Then relax your ear down. Keep pressing that bottom forearm into your extended leg so you can start to rotate open. Relax your head, relax your ear. Feel that opening through your whole side body. Pull your shoulders together and down your back so that the muscles are engaged. Close your eyes and deepen your breath. And imagine as though your breath was like water rushing through your body, finding all those areas that are like eddies in a river. Things just get stuck and circulate. And keeping your head relaxed, start to reach your arms forward towards the screen and then over your right hip. Stretch out through your right fingers so that they hover about a foot off the ground. And then stretch, now getting more into the side of your neck. Again, imagining as though you were letting go of the weight of the world. And instead, focusing on those things which are in your realm of experience, not a story that you've read, which you've been told, but what you truly are experiencing right now. In and out through your nose. Letting your breath here be that movement. Letting the stillness of your body allow you to really dig a little bit deeper as to what you're feeling. Notice if you're feeling maybe a little bit better, if you're feeling a little bit more grounded. Slowly bend the bottom elbow, bring your hand to your temple, and gently pull yourself up. Feeling that side body compress a little bit, the strength there. Roll your shoulders, roll your head, and then in the opposite direction. Pull your left leg in, swap it out for the right, extend your right leg long. Pull your heel in against center line of your pelvis. So you sit up nice and tall, spine. Even bring one hand to your knee. Find both sit bones grounding down. So both of those tailbones pressing down into the mat and then lengthening and extending from that point really can help you feel grounded in where you are right now in your body. And then from there, getting a little bit more into the side body, drop your right arm down to the inside of your leg. And if you used a prop, you can pull that prop in and adjust either farther or closer towards your pelvis, wherever you can get a good anchor. Relax your ear down towards your shoulder and extend your left arm up. Open and spread your palm. And then start to let it drop back. So again, taking this space of the heart, starting to crack it open. Not being so closed off. And maybe sometimes that space of the heart, you're closing it off from yourself and ignoring some emotions, some feelings that you just don't want to deal with right now, right? Pushing them away, suppressing them. Let yourself here in the safe space on your mat just process. Breathe in and find those little spaces that are like eddies in your body, where suddenly the current is going in the opposite direction. It's creating a little whirlpool. You can even imagine all those little bubbles, the sticks that get stuck in those bubbles on the side of the river. For me, it's like right in this hip I'm feeling it, right? It's just like, can you breathe in a little bit deeper to those spots? Drop your chin in a little bit closer towards your chest, or rotate it a little bit up. Wherever there's stagnation, maybe in the back of your neck where your vertebra meets and supports the skull. Now flip your palm towards your extended foot and start to reach your arm up overhead. stretching your fingers towards your toes, and then anchoring down through that left hip, right? If you don't anchor down and you just keep pulling up, you won't find length. Instead, it's going to be the same length going with you, but like a rubber band, you have to hold one point down and then stretch away from that. Moving slow. Making micro adjustments in your body. Feeling into your emotions. They can be really intense, and that's super uncomfortable to sit with, to process. So this idea of letting your emotions play through your body, like winds in a wind chime, letting them play out. Keep your neck down, keep pressing your forearm into the mat, into the block, and then into your leg. And start to sweep your left hand forward, across the line of the horizon, and then out over your hip. So it's hovering above the floor. Keep stretching actively through your fingers. Maybe even feel your triceps turn on here. Let your head release a little bit more. And letting the weight that you carry in those stories start to roll off your neck. They're not yours to hold. Slowly bend your bottom elbow, bring it to support your temple, and gently draw yourself up. Your shoulders out, roll your neck out. And finding a little bit more movement, we'll move into a flow. Draw both knees in. Come to all fours on your mat, and then take your props, bring them on either side near the front of your mat. Plant your hands down, tuck your toes, and then find yourself in a plank position. Spread your fingers, press them down into the mat, lift your heels over your toes. Whether or not you have your knees down, make this a strong position where you are holding up your torso. Lining up your spine. Imagining here energy flowing from your heels, up your legs, through your spine, and then out the crown of your head. It's like a conduit. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Lower your knees down to the mat. Bring them out wide. Bring your big toes together and touch. Press your hips back. And then reach your hands forward. Relax your forehead down onto the mat. Stretch yourself nice and tall. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, feel as though there was a gentle pressure on your low back. Bring your hips down over your heels. Lift your gaze. Inhale, pull yourself back up to all fours. Tuck your toes. And then exhale, press yourself up and back, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. I hope Kevin is enjoying this pose with you guys. Kevin the dog. Lift your hips high, maybe even pedal out your hips. Lifting one heel and then the other. Spread your fingers, press them down into the mat, and then exhale. Relax your head. Maybe your heels will get a little bit closer to the mat. Take another inhale. And exhale. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step your left foot forward, and then step your right foot forward. Uttanasana, forward fold. Bring your hands, haven't done this in a while. Bring the peace fingers, so your pointer finger and middle finger, to your big toes. Grab onto your big toes, and your feet can be as wide or as close as feels good on your hamstrings. Inhale, and then exhale, pull your torso down, letting your elbows bend out to the side. You can keep a gentle bend in your knees to support your hamstrings and keep your feet anchored. Inhale. And exhale again, pull yourself down. And I like to think of this pose as like a brain dump. So letting all of those thoughts, those distractions just kind of flow out with gravity. So you're unlocking the top of your head. And tuning more into the space of your heart. So bring your hands actually to your side ribs. Thumbs getting all up there in your armpits. Hands around the side. Keep your forward fold, and again, take a deep breath in. Feel your ribs expand not only into your legs, but into the palms of your hands. And then exhale, release. Relax your arms down. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. And exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Let your thumbs rest on your sternum. Draw both shoulders back. Open your chest and lift your chin slightly. Right away, it just increases your mood, just elevates you right here. Maybe you noticed the corners of your mouth drawing up into a smile from being down on the ground for so long and now standing firmly, strongly. Inhale, reach both of your arms up. And then exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Get nice and deep. Move your hands back to your ribs, thumbs up in your armpits. Inhale. Feel your heart expand. Feel your ribs expand. Exhale, release your hands. Step your left foot back into a lunge and lower your left knee down. Press the top of your left foot down. Inhale, swing both of your arms up, Anjaneyasana. Low lunge. Draw your right knee forward. Open up the psoas on the left side as you draw your hips forward. And now getting again into our side bodies. Here in your lunge, you're going to take your right hand down and find your prop on the right side. So can be as high or as low as you want to start, and then as you get a little bit deeper, maybe you move it even totally out of the way. Press down with your hand into that prop. Keep anchoring in your feet, so pressing both feet down, so the top of the back foot and the bottom of the front foot. And then begin to stretch again overhead. So again, getting into our side bodies, expanding and opening not just front to back, but side to side tonight. And then feeling even a deeper stretch in that psoas. So hips, again, can be a spot where we just bury things we don't want to deal with. Continue to draw your core in as though you were suturing your ribs all the way down to your navel. Keep that core engaged. Another breath in, and now bend your elbow, bring it across. So all that lengthening in the side body is a great way to get into twists. You're gonna make a fist with the bottom hand, bring the hand that was on the block, and place it on top. Relax your ear down to your shoulder, and twist a little bit deeper. It's like you're wringing things out. So again, allowing things to flow through you, not letting them get stuck. So finding a little bit of investigation as we pause, but then feeling that twist working on your body. If you'd like to open your shoulders a little bit more, you can take the right hand, bring it up and over, take a half bind. So with that hand, you can find the waist of your pants. You can just press the back of your hand into your elbow. If you're one of those people that can do a full bind, I cannot in this pose. So you can bring your hand underneath and clasp hands. I like to just keep this hand in a fist. But you'll feel your right shoulder start to open up with this half bind. You'll find a little micro adjustment, so strengthen your legs. Keep pressing them down. Take another breath in and out. The left leg is back. Inhale and exhale. Start to unwind the twist. Bring both hands back into your low lunge. Tuck your back toes, those left toes under, and slowly come up into a high lunge. Take an inhale and exhale. Draw your right knee a little bit more forward. We're gonna open up into warrior two. So you're gonna take that back left leg, spin it down so it's parallel with the back of your mat. Line up your front heel so it aligns with the arch of your back foot, and then open up your arms. Inhale. Exhale, allow your palms to drop down level with the floor. Stretch through your fingers as though you were opening your chest a little bit wider. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, reverse warrior. Keep committed in that front leg. So again, just like a rubber band, you need to hold it down so that as you extend your right arm back, you get length. Allow your ear to drop back to your shoulder. Take another breath in and out. Inhale, come up, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, extended side angle. So with that prop, you're going to twist to the inside of your foot at any height, and then press your hand into that. Keep your knee back. Swing your other arm up overhead, so your back arm. Activate your shoulder, draw it down, press into the block, and lengthen. So you're finding a nice, again, long line of energy, just like we did in the plank. When you're grounded back, foot out through your fingers. So we're not bent for something to get stagnant. Instead, there's movement. Toes to fingertips. Inhale, come up, warrior two. Exhale, reverse warrior. Stretching into our side bodies. Inhale, come up, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, Vira 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, reverse warrior. Keep that front knee bent. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, extended side angle. One more time through. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, extended side angle. That top hand, the extended hand, bring it up. Flip your palm behind you. And again, take a half bind. Pressing the back of your hand into your low back. Pull your shoulder back. Open your heart. Keep pressing your grounded hand into the block. Hold that knee back. Lift your gaze up to the ceiling. And if your neck needs a break tonight, relax your ears towards your shoulder. But think about opening and broadening across your chest. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. So release that half line. Bring both hands down to frame your front foot, your right foot, and then both hands to be inside of that right leg. Draw your chest forward. Lower your knee down again in the back. Press the top of that foot down. Anchor the left hand down. Inhale, bring the right arm up. And then exhale, reach it back behind you. So your choice here, you can stay here. You can bend your back leg, grab that foot or quad stretch. And then if you decide to drop this front knee out to the side, make sure that your toes are flexed up. If it feels a little bit better to get a more intense stretch in your quad, then keep that front foot grounded. Keep pressing the big toe mound down into the mat. So the into the quad. This is more into the hip. So just gonna feel where you need to find that stretch. Maybe even bend your front elbow a little bit more. Another breath in. Out. And slowly release your back leg. Bring both hands forward, heel toe the right foot in. Bring both hands to frame that right foot, tuck your back toes, and now big step forward to the front of your mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Pull yourself deeper into that fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing with your arms up. Exhale as you drop your hands down to rest on your sternum, lift your chin. Exhale. Inhale, sweep both arms up. Exhale, fold into. Plant your hands on the ground, step your right foot back. Nice long lunge and lower your right knee down to the mat. Press the top of your right foot down. Inhale, swing both of your arms up. Low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Keep grounding down through your feet. Find that anchor. Open your chest. You gaze forward. And then moving into the side stretch. You're gonna drop your left hand down, find your block, press your hand into the block, and start to reach your right arm up overhead, like you are bisecting your body. Continue to open in your psoas. So this extension into the side body allows you to get more into those hips. If you found that your hand was drawing forward, like I just noticed in my body, bring it back more so that your chest is still open. And you're really focusing on keeping front and back balanced. And now exaggerating more of the openness on the right side. The block allows you to still find a little bit of length on the opposite side without too much compression. One more breath in. Start to bend your elbow, make a fist, pull it across that left leg. Inhale. And then exhale, come a little bit forward in your twist. And then take that left hand on top of the right. Press that hand into the fist. Start to draw your top shoulder back and lower your ear down to the shoulder on the bottom side. And then these twisting lunges, they are a balance pose. You'll feel your feet kind of wobbling a little bit side to side. So your legs are working, you're pressing down, finding that grounding. And then spinning your torso around. You made the half bind, then you'll take your left hand up, flip the palm, and then reach for that opposite hip. So where you're finding that opening, grab onto the waist of your pants. Unless you're in a fancy yoga jumpsuit, then there's nothing to grab there. Just press. And then if you did on the other side, you can take a full bind or stay with the fist curled, your elbow, working to twist yourself a little deeper. Find where this twist can kind of squeeze out anything that's been stagnant. Slowly release your top hands, Release your twist, bring both arms up. Find your lunge. Moving your gaze forward, tuck your back toes, and slowly press yourself up into a high lunge. Feeling into that psoas. And now curl your back foot down. So the outside edge is parallel with the back of the mat. And then you might need to heel toe your front foot so it places it arch to heel alignment. Open your palms out to the side. Draw that front knee down. Extend your arms. Breathe in. Exhale, lower your torso down so it bisects your legs. So you're nice and evenly weighted. Reach your arms in opposite directions. As though you could split your body in two right down the middle. Feel that energy flow from fingertip to fingertip. Feel the energy flow up from your mat and then out through the crown of your head. So that you are a portal, so that things move through. So that you are open to receive and open to let go. You can inhale. Exhale, reverse warrior, letting the back hand drop down your extended leg, and then reach your left arm up. Bend a little bit deeper into your front leg. Stretching into that side body. Again, anchoring your hip down. So you're not straightening that front leg, but instead keeping that front knee bent. Inhale, open up, Virabhadrasana 2. And feel that expansion. And then taking your prop, if you used it on the other side, placing it to the inside of your front leg. Extended side angle, moving that palm down, so grounding through that hand, keeping your knee open. So there's a little bit of pressure between your elbow and that front knee, and then reaching your finger. So try to, right here, again, make a long line from the outside of your back foot to your fingertips. So again, foot to finger. Straight line of energy. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Exhale, Reverse Warrior. And then allowing yourself to full flow, maybe even closing your eyes. Inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale. Moving through the position. Exhale, Reverse Warrior. Inhale, up. Exhale, extended side angle. Couple more times through. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So inhale, up. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, up. Exhale, extended side angle. And then pause here, press down through your feet. Start to reach up, top arm up. Rotate so your thumb goes back towards the back leg, and then take a half bind. Actively press the back of your hand into your low back so that your shoulder rolls back. Drop your ear down towards your bottom shoulder. Or if it feels better to have something to gaze at, you can gaze up towards the ceiling. That might help you keep drawing this top shoulder back. So again, cracking yourself open. Press down more through that back foot. Feel your big toe on the front pressing down into the mat. Find the strength and the elevation of pressing your hand into the block or into the floor. place both hands to the inside of your front leg. Gently drop your right knee back down. Start to stretch your left arm up and then reach back. Decide if you're going to stay here tonight. If you'd like to get a deeper quad stretch, maybe bending your knee, grabbing that foot, and then find whatever position feels better for you with the front leg. Flexing the toes, keeping that foot grounded, or dropping it out to the side. You'll feel your pelvis drop down. Feel the intensity of the pose in your legs. Move your breath into those spots that are intense, where you're feeling that stretch, that tightening of your muscles, the fascia. And letting your breath be like water washing over the bottom of the river, moving stones, little pieces of sand down the river. Another breath in. Slowly release that back foot. Plant both hands down. Heel toe your left foot in so that both hands now can frame that back foot. Tuck your right toes under and then step forward. Uttanasana, forward fold. Bend your knees, hang your head. Reach back behind your shins. Gently fold yourself down. Move your hands back up, thumbs into your armpits. Feel your fingers wrap around your ribs. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Relax your hands down. Inhale, press into your shins, lengthen your spine, keep pressing your feet down. Exhale, fold. Relax your head, neck from side to side. Press through your legs. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Put your arms up. Press down through your left foot. And then you'll take your right leg, drop it behind you, and then to the outside edge of your left. Your legs are crossed, kind of like you have to go pee. Reach up to your left or right hand. Grab it with your left, so you've got your wrist. And then start to stretch over to the left side. So same pose that we started with, but now standing. A little bit more balance. Scan through your side bodies and notice if you're folding a little bit forward or back. Try and keep balance from the front to the back of your body. Slowly release, inhale, come up to standing. Take that back leg, press it, unwind and press it down into the mat. Inhale. Exhale, drop your hands down to heart center. Let your thumbs rest on your sternum. Lift your gaze, bend your shoulders down. Feeling nice and open. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Inhale, reach your arms back up. Press down now through your right foot. Take your left leg, sweep it back. And now press it down to the outside of your right foot. Stretch a little bit more through your left hand. Bring it over to the right. Clasp that wrist. Draw it overhead. Little crescent moon stretch. Having that balance, that opening in the left side body. Bring ourselves up, the ribs and those spots between the ribs that get nice and tight. And slowly release, arms up. Swing that back foot forward. One more deep stretch in, and then exhale, fold. Draw your heels up so you come onto the balls of your feet. Start to bend your knees. Bring your knees to the outside of your elbows. Walk your hands forward. Grab onto the edges of your mat. Start to stretch the mat away like you could rip it in two, and then pull it forward as you drop your heels down. Ooh. Feel your back body open. Your shoulders move away from your spine. Your tailbone lengthen. Take another deep breath in. And then exhale. Roll onto your butt. And then adjust yourself. Come all the way down. If you have those two props, bring them down underneath your knees. Extend your legs long. Let your arms open up to the side, palms up. Set your body down. Find stillness. Slowing down. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Stretch your arms up overhead. Pull your toes away from your arms. Maybe even press into the blocks. Lift your hips up. And lower your hips down. Try hands by your side. Place your feet onto the mat, moving those blocks away. Again, reach your arms up, inhale. Exhale, curl yourself up. Your hands to your knees. Lift your spine long. And then exhale, move yourself into a comfortable seat. Place your hands onto the inside of your knees. Sit up nice and tall. Just notice how you feel. Potentially, before this, it felt like a capsule. Things were just moving around inside, but they couldn't get out. Or like things were moving around you and you wouldn't let them in. Like there was a barrier around your body. sitting here now after practicing with our emotions for the last 60 minutes. That barrier feels a little bit more open, a little bit more fluid. Because what you can control, what you do have the ability, is the kindness in which you treat the people around you, your friends, your family, your coworkers, the kindness and love that you give yourself, your ability to listen to others and your ability to listen to yourself. So I hope tonight's practice leaves you feeling more hopeful. Oh my God. And there's baby. Thank you all so much. Naked baby time. If you have any questions or want to chat, feel free to unmute yourself. And then also, if you have anything that you thought of that you want to learn more about with Patagonia, please feel free to drop that into the chat. Thank you.